As your design team starts to scale in size and your design process gets more complex, you might be looking into DesignOps or design operations for answers on how to scale effectively without completely imploding and burning your team out. So in this video, I'm going to answer the top questions about DesignOps. If you want to learn how to scale the capabilities of your design team, then you've come to the right place. At Superside, we've spent years perfecting our DesignOps platform to help our customers scale their design output with ease. So naturally, we've gotten many questions about DesignOps. And if you're new to DesignOps or you've just stumbled upon this video for some random reason or the YouTube algorithm loves us, then your first question might be, what is DesignOps? DesignOps, or design operations, is a fairly new concept around the operations and systems around design. The goal is to streamline design, remove any inefficiencies, and essentially support designers with the processes and tools they need to do their best work. Since this is a fairly new topic, this is by far the most common question we get, so we have a full video tackling it in more detail. You can check it out there or go to the link in the description. And while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. How does DesignOps work? When it comes to DesignOps, there are three different areas of focus: people, business, and workflow. Depending on the size or purpose of DesignOps within your organization, each area is weighted differently. People operations ensures that designers have a clear career path, addressing skill gaps, and helping to build a world-class design team. The business operations mindset is more about securing the proper budget for the design team and equip them with the tools they need to succeed. Lastly, those in workflow operations will set up the design management software for your team and focus on research, scalable processes, and creative production flow. They're kind of like the bodyguards for your design team, stonewalling them from the marketing team when the briefs aren't quite on par. Who does DesignOps? DesignOps can be a single person or an entire department responsible for planning, defining, and managing the entire design process within a company. In other organizations, this would typically be a team of producers and project managers, those people with unmatched organizational skills and systems mindsets. What is the importance of DesignOps? In order to understand the importance of DesignOps, it's first important to look at the challenges design teams face. Things like a high volume of work. As the demand for design continues to grow for many organizations, designers are busier than ever. Additionally, they can get bogged down by other tasks like attending meetings, responding to emails, and managing collaboration with other teams. Isolation. Speaking of other teams, most designers work in silos. They aren't involved in strategy meetings, they get brought into projects at different times through different exposures, and ultimately deal with unnecessary inefficiencies that make their job harder than it needs to be. Lack of design tools. Many design teams don't have access to the tools they need to produce their best work. The need for speed. The success of design teams is often measured by how fast they can churn out projects, putting them on a pressure cooker. Put this all together and you have a surefire recipe for burnout, slow delivery, and poor quality work. The list of benefits that come with DesignOps is extensive. The more companies need design, the more they need DesignOps. What is the role of DesignOps in design teams? DesignOps helps grow and evolve design teams by operationalizing workflows, managing projects, systems, tools, budgets, and hiring. It frees up designers' times with more focus on creative problem solving instead of operational tasks. Most importantly, they help improve the quality of designs being produced by allowing designers to do what they do best: design. What do DesignOps people do? The people that implement DesignOps are there to remove bottlenecks and inefficiencies by streamlining the design process, making it easier for organizations to scale design. They bring structure and consistency while removing all of the obstacles that get in the way. The goal is to keep the design team healthy and moving at a smooth and efficient pace. Typically, they're not the ones designing, but rather they're the ones making sure the design team is set up for success. They can operate at both the company level and a project level. The former is about looking at design staffing holistically, while the latter is about understanding each project's specific needs and challenges. To achieve that, they take care of a few different aspects of a team. Workflow. Processes for the work itself and collaboration with other departments. Tools, what they need to get the job done. Governance, who needs to see the work and when. Infrastructure, what the team needs to work more efficiently. Budget, how much running that team costs. Headcount, which skills are needed and how many people to fill that role. Pipeline, projects coming up and how well staffed the team is. Retention, how to make people want to stay on the team. Education, what skills are missing and how to learn them. Evangelization, help the org understand the value of design. Does my company need DesignOps? Look at your design team. Do they seem happy? Every design team with more than one person needs some form of DesignOps, simply because you don't want to leave your designers alone on an island. If you're looking for higher quality and efficiency in your design process, or you want to deliver design at scale, you need DesignOps. If you're constantly spending too much money on creative or having trouble scaling your creative team, or both of those things at the same time, then it's time for DesignOps. And if this keeps happening, yeah, you need DesignOps. How do I implement DesignOps? The first step is to get everyone brought in on the DesignOps mindset. Once you've demonstrated how a DesignOps function can help your company achieve its goals, it's important to go slowly and carefully. Start by identifying the need for running your design team more efficiently. Do you need a new project management system? Maybe you don't even have a standard briefing process, in which case you should probably watch our other video on how to create a proper design brief. Once you've identified your immediate needs, hire somebody who's going to embrace the chaos. You need someone who's willing to jump in and just take over everything, turning that noise into some beautiful music. They should take lots of notes, give regular status updates, and meet with your designers to understand their blockers. There's no one way to implement DesignOps, and it's really based on the needs and goals of your organization. It's a slow road to success, so just be patient. However, if you want a turnkey solution to immediately scale your design output without having to go through the slow and painful process of implementing DesignOps in-house, then consider Superside. As the demand for design services continues to spike across every industry, it's become clear that many businesses are just not equipped to deliver high-quality design at scale. DesignOps has provided a solution for many, but it's still not a cure-all. But Superside can help. We take on extra design requirements as you scale. We use a subscription-based model for predictable pricing and a DesignOps platform that allows you and your team to collaborate together and request custom designs with turnaround times in as little as 24 hours. We eliminate design bottlenecks to help your in-house designers thrive. Learn more at superside.com or go to the link in the description. Thanks for watching.